In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the special features of the RSPduo with SDRconnect. This video is being recorded on a Mac Mini with Apple Silicon, but the operation of SDRconnect is identical on all platforms. Okay, we're going to start SDRconnect. And we have an RSPduo connected, and sure enough you see it showing in the drop down of the top. So we can hit play. And this will start up the Duo in single tuner mode, and it will act pretty much like any other member of the RSP family. So we can go into the device settings, we can select sample rates up to 10 megasamples per second. We can select the input we wish to use, either tuner 1 or tuner 2, or the high Z port that's attached to tuner 1. And in my case, I'm going to use tuner 2 and the bias T. And you'll see the overload indicator is on, so I'll step the RF gain down a little bit. And at this point, it's functioning just like any other RSP.
The BG with weather crash, stop and go traffic there, as well as southbound I-25 approaching South Academy. The right lane's blocked also. Back out to...
So you can see here we're looking at 10 megahertz of spectrum, and we've covered the basic controls of SDRconnect in some other videos. But if you have a Duo, you obviously want to enjoy the party pieces it's capable of. The main one being diversity. So in single tuner mode, under device settings, there is another toggle switch here for diversity. So we can turn that on, and the immediate effect of that is our sample rate will go down to 2 megasamples per second. And having done this, I need to reset the gain again. So we'll drop the gain a little bit, get rid of the overload. And then if we go down to the lower right, there is the diversity window. Looks much the same as the one in SDRuno. So we can now drag the red target around and adjust the relative phase and the relative amplitude between the two tuners. And while we're doing that, we can observe the signal strength and signal to noise ratio numbers that appear in the primary spectrum window. So you can feel free to move this around and look for the best reception. You'll notice there I'm getting a signal to noise of about 26 dBs. If I move it over here, about 27, 23 up there, and so on and so forth. 34 down there, so I'm getting my best results with this sort of phase. And we can further adjust the relative amplitude to get the best results. This is primarily of use if you're doing DXing operations, and your ear will probably be as good a judge of any of how successful that is. So that is how you get diversity tuning out of the RSPduo using SDRconnect. Now the other party piece of the RSPduo is the dual tuner mode. So I'm now going to stop the stream temporarily. And you may have noticed at the top there is an S after RSPduo. That means single tuner. If we drop down this window, we see there's also an RSPduo D, which is dual tuner mode. And once we do that, immediately we see a primary spectrum and a secondary spectrum. I'll start the stream and we can see what's going on. I'm going to mute that second one. So if we now go look at the device settings up here, we see that we have a choice of tuner 1 or the high Z port, okay? And if we look at the settings on the secondary spectrum, we see that there is no tuner adjustment, because if we have tuner 1 selected up here, then the secondary spectrum will always be tuner 2. So once we've done that, again, our sample rate will be 2 megasamples per second. We can decimate that, but we cannot go up to 10 megasamples per second. And we could independently tune the upper VRX We can move that down there. We can hear that station.
And compassionate staff, and always.
Or we can go down and unmute the second VRX and move that onto a different station. So I can mute that as well. Now I also would like to point out, if we go over to the auxiliary spectrum, if I scale that down a little bit, it may make it easier for you to see. You will see the nomenclature up here, primary spectrum. So you're looking at the auxiliary spectrum, or if you go on to audio, you're looking at the audio spectrum associated with the primary spectrum display over here on the left. But suppose you want to look at the secondary spectrum. Well, that's where this button here comes in useful, and this is the one that says Enable aux Display. You'll see it's highlighted up here for the primary spectrum. If I go down here and click on it, this one becomes highlighted and that one is deselected. So now when we look at the auxiliary spectrum, we're looking at the secondary spectrum, or the secondary tuner in this window up here. Obviously we're in dual tuner mode. We no longer have the option to use diversity, but if we want to do diversity tuning, then we go back to single tuner mode, as I just demonstrated. Other than that, everything else functions exactly the same as for any other RSP. You have the ability to remove the sidebar to get more room for the spectrum and waterfall display. You have individual mute controls for each VRX, so you don't have to listen to two stations at once, or you can mute them both using this icon in the upper right. So that's like a master mute control that lets you mute both VRXs at the same time. But like I say, everything else is just the same as using any other RSP. But hopefully I've demonstrated how to do diversity tuning with the RSPduo and go into dual tuner mode. If you ever did dual tuner with the SDRuno software, you'll know that was a bit more convoluted. It required you to open two instances of the program. Here you simply have to select from the drop down that you want to be in dual tuner mode. So in summary, what we covered here was that the RSPduo shows up as two separate device selections in the drop-down. RSPduo S is for single tuner mode up to 10 MHz sample rate, or diversity mode up to 2 MHz sample rate. Or you can have RSPduo D, which is for dual tuner mode at sample rates up to 2 MHz. Thank you for watching this video. To stay up to date on the latest videos covering operation of SDRconnect, please be sure to visit our website at www.sdrplay.com. 73s.